Hi, I'm John, the Getting Healthy Dad. I want to thank all of my people who've been watching the last video and who subscribed and who commented. It was really exciting to see such a quick response, so that made me want to get this video going too. So I'll try to keep the volume up a little more this time. I know that it was a little quiet and a little hard to hear, so I'll try to speak up. And today I'm going to go over the manuals, the fitness guide and the nutrition guide, and some of the choices I've made that I'm going to use over the next 90 days. So the first is the fitness guide. This is the main manual that goes along with the DVDs. It's got a lot of really good stuff at the beginning, talking about just getting ready and the ideas and the philosophy behind the P90x. Goes over a little bit of what each DVD is about, some of the material or the equipment you're going to need. But I wanted to show you first the P90x prep. So it goes into all the things you're going to want to have before you do the P90x, and an area to put in all of your before and after body measurements. So I will make sure that I fill that in before the next video that I'm going to do on the weekend. It talks about some specific before and after pictures, and then goes into the fit test, which is the exciting part. It helps you to know if you're ready for it, for P90x, and also show you how much better you are by the end. So yeah, you start with your resting heart rate and then pull-ups. That's one thing I'm worried about. I'm hoping by day 90 I'm able to do at least one. I would expect that I should be able to do more. That would surprise me. But I'm quite sure I can't even do one pull-up right now. But we will see by the end. And then it's got your vertical leap, how many push-ups you can do in a row, toe touch, how close you can get to touching your toe, how long you can do a wall squat, bicep curls, in and outs, and then your heart rate recovery over 4 minutes, how quickly your heart rate can get back to a resting rate. And then it gets into the actual P90x videos. I decided that I was looking at the classics set, and this is the one that it's got a lot of upper body strength training, a lot of the plyometrics. My knees aren't in real great shape. I've had a doctor tell me that he only wants me running on the grass and never doing squats or lunges or anything. I'm not sure if that's going to be forever, but right now I've decided to avoid the plyometrics because it just is so hard on the knees. There's a lot of jumping, I guess. So what really worked for me is the idea of the P90x lean. They say it's for people who want to lose a lot more fat, and it's often described as typically for women, but I'm not going to say that. I'm going to just hope that it's just for people who want to lose weight. It's got more cardio to start with, and none of the plyometrics. So I'm excited to see how this works out. I'm going to do the lean and work my way through the 3 phases, and hopefully be a lot more fit and stronger by the end. And now we're going to look at the nutrition plan. The nutrition plan is another book. It's totally separate from the P90x exercise system. I saw a video of a conference room meeting where the author went through how she designed it, and she's sort of presenting it to Tony Horton and some of the other directors, and it was just neat. I don't know if they staged it afterwards, but it was really neat to see how they were excited about the different phases. So there are 3 different phases. There's the phase 1, which is the fat shredder. Phase 2 is the energy booster, and phase 3 is endurance maximizer. I'm probably going to be sticking with fat shredder for a while. I thought that this was to go along with the 3 phases of the exercise, but I guess they're independent. You can follow any of them whenever you want. I'm probably going to stick with fat shredder for a while. It's a really low carb approach, and it helps to shed the body fat and get your muscles going. It says when you start to need a little more energy, you add a little more carbs in with the phase 2. I decided also to go with the portion approach, which skip through here a little bit more of the philosophy behind it, and then here we go. So this is the phase 1 approach. So at the top here we've got the brown squares are proteins, and then we've got dairy and fruit and vegetables, then fats, carbs, and snacks, and then the red is condiments. And it goes into all of what is an example of 1 serving of each of those. So it's really overwhelming when you look at it this way. I found a video online by, I think it's the FitClubNetwork, I'll put a link to it, that went over the idea of breaking it down into cards with your proteins and your carbs and your dairy. And that's what I did yesterday, and I sort of put it all out and laid out myself a couple of sample days and figured that it's not that bad. It was I thought 7 proteins looked like a lot. Like one example of proteins is 6 egg whites or 3 ounces of meat. I thought I couldn't possibly eat that much meat, like 2 pounds of meat in a day. It seemed like a lot, but if you break it down over the course of the day and you have a protein bar and maybe a shake, it's actually not that much food. It's a lot more food than I have been eating, but I guess if you're going to be burning 600 calories, you need to consume a little more. So that's what I've got. I will go into some more of the meals I'm eating maybe later as I see how it works out. On the weekend, I'm going to be doing a video with my stats, my before pictures, and my weights, and I'll go a little bit more of my history. And hopefully we can get started together. There's a lot of people that I found that are already starting right around now, and if you want to get started with P90x, why don't you start with me next week on the 13th, and we'll see how far we can get on the 90 days. Thanks. Bye.